Hey everyone. Today I'm coming on with a project share. I've been working on my embellishments for Valentine's Day, and also if you watch my crafting goals for 2020, I also wanted to use a lot of what I have in my stash. You can tell I've been working. I got the litter. So I kept it pretty basic. I did use a package from one of my magazines, and it is this one, Hunky Dory, and it came with these papers as well as these ephemera pieces. So I just pulled them all out, and I still have a lot left in the package, and I have a lot of ephemera pieces still left in the package. Some of them were really big, and for what I was going to do, I just figured I'll cut them all out and leave them there. So once I'm done with the paper, I can always keep the ephemera somewhere else along with the line and use it for another future project. But I still have a lot left. So these are what I made. And you can tell I did a lot of them. And I usually struggle making layered pieces, but this line was so easy to make. And how I made and you can see how sturdy they are, almost sounds like chipboard. How I made these is I cut out the shape that I wanted. And this one is this little scallop die like that. So I cut out two, front and back, right, to cover it. And then I upcycle my cardboard boxes, whether it's cereal boxes, my son's like junk food, so those kind of boxes. And that's what I do. I cut that out, and then I just layer the pieces on top. Now this is a die that I got from AliExpress. But yeah, that's how I do it. And then you can see how hard it sounds, just to give it more stability than just using the paper. So it's a great way to upcycle cardboard and still save the environment and make something pretty out of what would have been just garbage. So that's how I made these. So yes, it's a lot of die cutting. With this particular die, I also got from AliExpress. And you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but one side is slightly off center than the other. It's not even. So when I cut this one out, I cut it where you have the ridges on top of the side that you want to show. But then when I cut out the back side, I don't know if you can tell, you don't see the stitching all that well. I cut it with the white side facing up. So this way, when I piece them together, my patterns are where I want them to be. And then it also gives it a nice clean finish. And then these are the ephemera pieces that you punch out. Everything is popped up. These flowers, I also use a die in my stash, and I cut this out of glitter foam. And the smaller ones, I left the way they were because most of them were gonna lay flat on something. So I made this one, and everything's up on dimensional foam. I made this one. This one's my favorite. Now this heart, I did the same thing. I cut out the cardboard, then I cut out the paper, and you don't have to cover the back. You can just cut out the front. On the other hand, when I get pretty things, I tend to want to peek behind stuff and see how it was made so I can learn. So I didn't want stuff to be peeking out and then see like some cereal box or something like that, even though if you're gonna do that, leave the cardboard on the back side. So I made this one, and this is actually some floral jemmies that I got from the 99. And then this is how this one came out, and that's the back. This one, and this one also I did using cardboard, but this one I flush flat, and this one says follow your heart. All I gotta do is add the that's the back, add the ribbons. This one says true friendship needs no words, and then just added some flowers there and a ribbon to cover, because these are actual tags. So under here is actually a little hole for you to string a piece of string through it. So I cover that with a ribbon. I made this one just for you. That's the back. I made this one. It's that vintage postcard. And these were so fun to make. I did them like an assembly line. And here's this one using 2 of the ephemera pieces. And then one of the roses that I hauled from AliExpress there. And then I made this one. And this one I actually used the glitter stickers from Dollar Tree. Just because I thought it was so blank and I couldn't find anything that I wanted to put. And you see I try to stay in the pinks. This one says just for you. Then I made this one, layering 2 pieces and using one of the smaller ones with a gold rose. This one I actually hauled from Dollar Zone. And that's the back. And then last one I did was this one. It says you're so special. And then that's the back. And then when I was doing all this die cutting and hearts and all that stuff, I also made extra hearts. So I can have. And there's a little one. This is actually out of sticker foam, glitter foam. And then I think I have them in here. I also cut out, you can see I had a lot of hearts. Some hearts out of the pattern paper. So literally none of my paper went to waste. It was very minimal. So I cut these out as well, just to have options. And then all my hearts. And then I did one a little bigger because I like that plaid. So I did those. And then I did have, in my stash, I had some crepe paper rosettes that I did, but this one I die cut out in a heart. Added one of these to the center. And then the heart from the same paper line. So I kept it simple. I did that one. And then I also had another heart. This one's a different shape. And did the red one. And then used one of the ephemera pieces that says hugs, kisses, and best wishes. So yeah, this was in one sitting last night, watching TV and just die cutting and then just putting it all together. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys are working on. As always, I want to thank you for watching. And I'll see you at the next video. Bye.